you will see that you will see that Restarter has added these two upvote and downvote. So I'm gonna go upvote, and there you go, perfect. Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video in the How to Make Your Very Own Discord server series. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up your very own channels, including a rules channel, a memes channel, an info channel, welcome channel, and a few other useful channels that are definitely useful to have, as well as a few permissions you might want to set up with that. I'll also be sharing a few cool Discord formatting tips just to help bring your server to life a bit more. So if you guys remember, in the last video I showed you how to set up bots in your server. These will definitely be useful for the welcome and rules channels coming later in this video. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to go check it out. I've linked it in the description, as well as a full playlist so you can go and catch up on the other episodes. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you open up your server is go ahead and right click on this part here where your channels are and click on create category. You'll then want to call this something like billboard or info. I'm going to call this one billboard, and then just go ahead and click on create category. Now as you can see, it has appeared down here. I'm going to go ahead and drag it to the top because this will be, well, the billboard. It's where all the important stuff will be posted. I'll then go ahead and click on the plus sign to create a channel, and I'm going to call this channel welcome. I'm going to go ahead and put an emoji before it just to spice stuff up a bit because why not? Look at that, welcome, create channel. As you can see, we now have a welcome channel. So this is a channel where I want the welcome messages to show up when people join the server. So the first thing I want to do is go to the Arcane website, as this is the bot that will send a message whenever someone joins my server. So I'm going to go ahead to manage servers. Once again, if you haven't seen the other video where we added Arcane, then go ahead and watch it now, because this will be important for this video. Go ahead and find your server. Then go ahead to Welcomer, configure, and then change the channel to the welcome channel. So right now it's in general, it hasn't showed up yet. I'm just going to reload it. Okay, so as you can see, it has now appeared. You may need to scroll down to find it. I just realized it was there the entire time. And then it will send this message in welcome whenever someone joins the server. I'm going to go ahead and test this with my alt account right now. Now as you can see, in the welcome chat, it says Aspire Junior has dropped in, and in the welcome chat, instead of the general chat like it was last time, nothing here, but in the welcome, now there's something here. However, at the moment, there's nothing stopping people from typing in the chat here. For example, as you can see, someone who has no admin role has been able to just post something in welcome. However, for the welcome screen, I don't want members to be able to just chat in here. I want this to only be able to be accessed by Arcane and moderators. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this message real quick. And then what you want to do is go and click on this settings icon, which is next to the channel name. It will say edit channel when you hover over it. Just click on that. It will then take you to this. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a channel topic. Then head over to permissions, and then you will see here that there are a few different roles and stuff. And then with a bunch of different permissions. As you can see under roles and members, there's muted and at everyone. So because I set muted to not allow people to send messages, it will by default be here. What you want to do is go to at everyone, and then basically what these three options do is that X means that it cancels it out, which means they cannot do this. Tick means they can do this, and then the slash means that it takes a default option. So for example, if I don't want them to be able to send messages, which I don't want them to do in this chat, I'll just put X, but I do want them to be able to read messages, so I'll put a tick. However, if I leave this as a normal slash, because by default, at everyone will usually be able to read messages, it will be ticked, but just tick it anyway, because otherwise it will kind of mess up your stuff later on. So as we can see here, for example, manage channel is on slash. Now you'd think, well, I don't want people to be able to manage the channel. However, because by default everyone won't be able to manage the channel, if you leave it a slash, then it'll take the default option, which is an X. It's a bit complicated, but once you get used to it, it will become normal. Just go ahead and cancel any send messages, and also any embed links or attached files. Make sure to have read messages and read message history ticked. These are basically the exact same permissions. Go ahead and turn on reactions if you want. You can choose this or not, and then click on save changes. And then if you go ahead and close this, as you can see, because I'm admin, I can still chat here. But if I go over to the server settings, go down to roles, then see, and then go to at everyone, and click on view server as role, you will see that I will now be able to see what the server looks like from this role's perspective. It's a very cool new feature that Discord added, and now as you can see, from the perspective of someone with no admin role, I do not have permission to send messages in this channel. Perfect. So now my alt account or any other accounts or any other members won't be able to send messages in here. So now the welcome channel is pretty much done. The next thing we're going to add is a rules channel. So go ahead again and click on the plus sign. I'm going to call this channel rules. And then to kind of speed up this process a bit, just go ahead to billboard or whatever the title is of your category. Right click on the category, then go to edit category. And then go to permissions. Basically what this does is that this will set the default permissions for every single channel you create inside this category. So now whenever I create a new channel in this category, they will by default have these permissions. So for anything in the billboard category, I want them to be able to read, but I don't want them to be able to send any messages. So just go ahead and do that real quick. Because I created rules a bit late, I need to go ahead and delete rules. Go ahead and create it again. Once again, rules, create channel. And now as you can see, when I click on the settings, edit channel, go to permissions, the default permissions are already there, which is very useful and very neat. So now we want to actually set up our rules. So as you can see in my server, for my rules channel, I have this pretty cool formatting, which is different from just a usual text. It just makes it look a bit more official. Now the rules you add are completely up to you, but I'm just going to show you a few rules you can possibly add to your server, just some ideas, as well as how to format it like this. So the first thing you want to do is go to your rule channel, go ahead and type the more than or greater than symbol on your keyboard 3 times. It should be the symbol above your full stop on your keyboard. Just type shift full stop and then they will appear. Only make 3 and then click on and then type space. Now as you can see, this bar has appeared. Basically what it does is it just kind of adds a cool thing behind it. It's nothing too special, but it's a nice touch, so I'm going to keep it. And then go ahead and type your first rule. I like to highlight my rules with emoji, so I'm going to go ahead and use the 1 emoji, which you can either do by going to the bottom right where you see this emoji face, click on it, and then just type 1. As you can see, 1 has appeared. I can just click on that and boom, it showed up. Another thing you can do is go ahead and type the, I believe it's called the colons on your keyboard. Just do that, type in whatever emoji you want, also show up, and then just type it again, and boom, 1. Once you've done that, go ahead and add a dash or something to separate it from the rules, and then just type your rule down. For example, I want to put bot command channels. And then I'm going to go here and link the channel. So to link a channel to your message, just go ahead and make sure there's a nice space behind it. Put a hashtag and then type in the name of your channel. So mine's called bot commands. You'll see it's here. Just go ahead and click on that. And there you go, it is shown up. You can then delete the space afterwards if you don't like the look of that. And just delete that. But post that. And look, there you go, there's our first rule. As you can see, there's now a line here, just so I can stick it out a bit. And if I click on bot commands, it will take me actually to the bot command channel, which is pretty useful. However, obviously I want to have more than just one rule. So what you can do is go ahead and click on the pencil button here once we hover over a message, or the edit button, click on that. And then we'll be able to further edit our message. So I've misspelled appropriate somehow. I'm gonna go ahead and put a full stop here. And then to create a new line in your message without posting it again, type shift enter or shift return, and then it will create a new paragraph without just sending the message again. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 emoji, leave a little gap here actually. Again, shift return or shift enter, dash, and then I'm just gonna quickly copy the rest of the rules here. Now these aren't all the rules I have in mind at the moment, but that will do for now. The next thing we want to do is add a little title above here. So just go ahead and click on edit again. Go to the very top, and then do shift return again. Maybe do it twice if you want. And then go to the top and then just delete this space here. As you can see, it will then remove the indent. And then just type your title. So I still think that we can spice this up a bit. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add some cool formatting to my text. For example, if I want to make my text bold, it's quite simple. All you need to do is type 2 stars on each side, 2 asterisks, again shift 8. And then as you can see, our text will become bold and these stars will become transparent, which means they won't appear. And then to underline text, just do 2 underscores on each side. And as you can see, I now have bold underlined text. A slightly quick way to do this is to just go ahead and highlight your text and then do Command B or Command U, depending on, or Command I if you want to do italic. For those of you who don't know, Command B, Command U, and Command I are just the basic formatting commands. They'll work in anything like Google Docs. So if you've used them before in those, it may just be a bit easier and simpler to use them for this. Why does my audio keeps glitching? Once you've done with that, just go ahead and click on enter, and then as you can see, all the symbols have disappeared, and now it's just bold and underlined text. You will also notice that underneath our text, it will say edited. It will say edited. It'll also give a timestamp of when it was edited. There is no current way to remove this, but honestly, it's not going to interfere with people's vision too much, so don't worry about that. A final touch you might want to put is just go ahead and put another shift here, enter, and then just type at here at the top. Basically, what at here does, it kind of pings everyone who is currently online in the server. I think I mentioned what a ping was in one of my earlier episodes. It basically just alerts people to your server as like a little like red one sign. But anyway, just go ahead and click that. As you can see, it is highlighted yellow because when someone is pinged, that message will turn yellow. And then as I said, this will ping anyone who's online right now. And since I'm online, what do you know? It is pinged for me. Okay, so those are pretty much all the rules at the moment. Time to add the next channel, which will be an info and FAQ channel. FAQ for frequently asked questions. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new channel. Once again, the permissions will be automatic. Now in my server, for my info and FAQ, because it's quite a lot of information, I simply made a Google document. At the moment for our server, there isn't really much to go over, so let's just leave this channel blank for later. The next channel we want to add is an announcement channel. So once again, go ahead and click on create channel, and then we're going to call this announcements. I'm going to go ahead and find a megaphone, and then once again the permissions are pre-synced, and this is where we will, I guess, release any server announcements. For example, I can go ahead right now and type. So as you can see here, the bots have just randomly sent a level up message. Have randomly sent a level up message in this channel. I'm going to go ahead and just click on the 3 dots for more. Then click on delete message because I do not want these inside the announcement channels, so delete. So just use this channel in future whenever you want to announce something important to your members. Once again, you can use the at here command if you want to alert them. The final channel that we will be adding to billboards is a YT announcements channel. Once again, if you're a YouTuber, then it will be useful to have this channel. If you remember last episode, we did set up some YT announcements with the bots. So once again, go to your bots and then find your server. As you can see in here, there's YouTube notifications, configure, then Arcane should be here. There you go. Click on edit, and then just change the channel to YT announcements. So can I scroll? And there we go, YT announcements, and then just save. Now whenever I post a new video, Arcane will automatically post it here. So that people who are in this server will be able to catch them, just like Arcane has been doing so far in #general. The next channels we're going to be adding are some moderator channels. So go ahead and click again on create category and call this, I guess, admin. This time, however, click on private category and then tick all the admin or moderator roles. So moderator, admin, call this boy because it says admin privileges, bots, and that's pretty much all. Basically what this does is that it automatically sets it so that only the ticked people will be able to see or access this channel at all. So if I go ahead and create a new channel here and call this mod chat, you also hear that obviously I can chat in here, but then if you look on the right side of the screen, all the usual members who are in the server will not show up. This is because the right side list of members will only show whoever has permissions in that certain channel. So for general, obviously everyone has permissions, so everyone shows up. But for mod chat, anyone who's not here will not be able to see this channel. Once again, you can further verify this by going to server settings, roles, at everyone, and view server's role. Then as you can see here, there's no sign of any admin chat right here, and I can't see anything. So I'm going to hit disable. These are basically useful for just chatting with moderators without being intruded by other members in the server. The last channel that I'll be showing you how to create will use a bot, in fact. So go ahead and click on create a category and call this like fun or something, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and drag this below text channels. I'm going to add a new channel and call this one memes. Then I'm going to create another channel and I'm going to call this one Comedy Gold, only for the best memes. Basically the way I want this to go is that anyone can post in the memes channel. So say, let's say you want to post a random meme, anyone can do that. But for Comedy Gold, I only want people with a certain role to be able to send messages in this channel. So I'm going to go ahead and go to edit channel, permissions, and then add a new, and then go ahead and next to the roles and members, just click on the plus sign. and then find them, and then just find, I don't know, I guess some random role you want to use. We will add more roles for these later in the levels video, but for now, just go ahead and click on, I'm gonna use Amigo. Again, read messages tick, send messages yes, because I want these to be able to send messages, embed links, attach, actually I'm gonna use this one as default, read messenger yes, but for everyone, I'm gonna just go ahead and untick these. So actually I made a mistake. I want them to be able to read messages yes, and I want them to, and yes, read message history, just no send messages. Okay. So now as you can see, the normal people are here. However, they can only view the channel and cannot send the messages in here. The final thing we're going to do with this channel is go ahead and add a new bot. The bot that we'll be adding is called Restarter. Go ahead to your search browser and search for Restarter version 3 or whatever version it is right now. I'm gonna go version 3. Okay, here we go. Discord bot list. Click on that. Go ahead and click on Add Restarter version 3 or whatever version is available. Again, I'm in my crap Wi-Fi, so I have to wait for like 10 hours for this to load. It will send you the invite screen. Just go ahead and click on your server. Our server is Vertical Gaming Hangout. Continue. Give it everything. Why not? Authorize. I'm not a bot. Go back to your server. Once again, and welcome. Restarter has dropped in. What a coincidence. Go ahead to bot commands then, or whatever channel you have for your bot commands. And then the prefix, I believe, is r dot. So I'm gonna go r dot help. As you can see here, Restarter has just sent me some help in my DMs. I'm gonna click on that. So I'm gonna go ahead back to my server, type r dot help channel reacts. Okay, send me another DM message. A quicker way to do this is to just type add cr. It will then give me a bunch of different messages things. It will tell me that an error occurred because obviously this is not a command in itself, and then it'll give me a few examples. So I'm gonna go ahead and do r.add cr, and then I want an emoji to show up whenever something is posted in Comedy Gold. So I want an upvote and a downvote symbol to show up when I do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the emojis. Up. And look at that, up symbol. And then after that, just link the channel. So hashtag Comedy Gold, in my case. If I then put that in, and then channel react for Comedy Gold has been added. So now if I go to Comedy Gold and type hi, for instance, look at that, Restarter has automatically added an upvote symbol. If I then go ahead and do the same thing, but for the downvote symbol, so r dot add, oh, that's in comma, r dot add cr, down, oh, wrong one, down, hashtag Comedy Gold. A bit of loading, and then now when I put something here, once again it'll give me an upvote and a downvote symbol, so now people who view this can either upvote or downvote. The only drawback to this is that I can do both, but it's really not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and push an actual meme. Okay, here we go, and now as you can see I posted a video. Once it loads, you will see that you will see that Restarter has added these two upvote and downvote. So I'm gonna go upvote, and there you go, perfect. You can play around with all your server permissions and overview settings, all that stuff, as well as add any other channels you want to create. Now that you know how to do this, maybe even a private friends chat for friends only roles. But anyway, that is all for this video. The next video will be focusing on roles and levels. So if you want to make sure you don't miss that, go ahead and click subscribe and turn on the notification bell, as well as like the video and leave a comment for anything you want me to cover in the next video. Once again, go ahead and check out the playlist and make sure you have seen all the episodes before this, because it will definitely help you and it's kind of necessary. But that is all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.